Welcome to Brindhavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divya Pasurams, and much more. Namaskaram Bhagavatas. Today, Poigaiazhwar Thirunakshatram, Aipasi Thiruvonam, 8th November 2024. In our anubhavam today, we will have a sojourn along with the Alvar in the Mughal Thiruvandhadhi, what he said. One of the most Pasurams that really touched my mind was about Anathazhwan. Alvar's anubhavam of Anathazhwan is something very unique. He says how Anathazhwan follows Perumal and he is part of him always. In Vishnu Sahasranamam it is said Bhagavan himself is Anathazhwan. So we'll go for a sojourn of the Divya Kshetrams along with the Alvar, where Anathazhwan is having Perumal in a reclining posture or lying down posture and gracing us. The Pasuram says, senRAl kuDaiyAm irundhAl singgAsanamAm ninRAl maravaDiyAm kaDaluL enRum puNaiyAm aNiviLakkAm pUmpaTTAm pulgum thirumARku aravu. That means always Perumal and Anathazhwan are not separated. They are together forever. Whether Perumal is walking, lying down or sleeping, he forms a part of Perumal. So let us start our sojourn today. We dedicate this to our parents, Rajalakshmi and Srinivasa Iyengar, and Kamala and Seshadri. Our mission of Brindhavan will focus on 4 pathways to Vaishnava anubhavam: Pasurams and slokas in Santai form, Pasurams and slokas as music, Divya Kshetra Mahimai, and classical art forms. Ramanuja Daya Patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam Srimad Venkatanathāryam Mande Vedanta Desikam Sri Sailesa Daya Patram Deepatyadi Gunadhamam Yatindra Pravanam Mande Ramyaja Mataram Munim. Our sincere Dandavat Pranams and Dhanyosmi to Professor Ube Gomatam Seshadri Ramkumar Swamin of Texas for inducting us into this Arulichayam Anubhavam. Dhanyosmi to Kumari Harshini and Kumari Sweta of Columbus, Ohio for the Kaikaryam of reciting Swami Desikan's Prabandhasadam. Very beautifully done, children. The following organizations, having provided a wealth of knowledge in the internet for us to enrich and enjoy, some of which have been used here: Vaishnava Sampradaya, Acharya.org, Anudayam.org, Prapatti.com, Divya Desamas, and much more. Poigaiazhwar Avatar happened in the beautiful temple city of Kanchipuram, south of the Bhagavath river in Tiruvakka, where the Yathotkari Sannadhi is there. He was found in the lotus pond, and he is the amsam of one of the Panchayatam of Perumal, the Panchajanyam or the Shankam. He was found on the Aipasi Thiruvonam day. The first 3 Alvars, or the Mughal Alvar, Poigaiazhwar, Sarayogi, Kasarayogi, Poigai Piran, and Padmamuni, are the other names for Poigaiazhwar. Bhutatalvar and Peyalvar, also known as Mahatahvar, together are called the Mughal Alvars because they are the first 3 Alvars. Now we'll see 3 அந்தாதியின் பிறப்பு. முதல் திருவந்தாதி, இரண்டாம் திருவந்தாதி, மூன்றாம் திருவந்தாதி. First, second and third Thiruvandhadhi. Andhadi means there is the second stanza starts from the last letter of the or the last word of the previous stanza. That is called Andhadi. Now you will see how in all the Moondu Thiruvandhadi are born in Thirukovalur. Thirukovalur, as we know, is Ulagananda Perumal in South India. Poigaiazhwar comes to Thirukovalur and stays in a small hut near the Ulagananda Perumal temple. So that hut is small enough and it can hold one person can lie down there. And it starts raining. Then Bhutatarvar comes in to the same hut and they try to squeeze it. Now, when one person can lie down, the space is enough for two people to sit. A little while later, Poigaiazhwar also comes and joins. Now in that little space, all the three of them squeeze themselves. Now there's space enough for them only to stand next to each other. So as they are standing next to each other, they feel as if each one is pushing the other. And it is actually Perumal gives them the darshan. And then they start singing the Moondu Andhadi. The first Thiruvandhadi by Poigaiazhwar starts with Vayyam Thagaliya. The second Thiruvandhadi starts with Anbe Thagaliya. And in the third Thiruvandhadi, Poigaiazhwar starts singing what he sees. Thirukkanden Ponmeni Kanden. What a beautiful happening. Now we will see first Thiruvandhadi, how it starts. Vayyam Thagaliya Varkadale Neyyaga Veyya Kadiron Vilakkaga Seyya Sudaraliyan Adike Sootinen Solmalai Idarali Neengugave Endru. The meaning goes as, I offer this song at his feet. He does not very specifically mention Narayanan, but he says Sudaraliyan. He who controls the Leela Vibhuti and the Nitya Vibhuti. The Leela Vibhuti is the material world. I take the earth as a lamp, ocean as the ghee, and sun is the light, and water and all the Panchabhudangal in the Leela Vibhuti. And the Nitya Vibhuti, the spiritual world, and ask his grace to serve him with eternal bliss and relief from samsara sagaram and cycle of birth and death. This is the first stanza of the first Thiruvandhadi by Poigaiazhwar. Mudalayandan's Taniyan for Poigai Piran. Kaidai Ser Poril Sur Kachinar Vandudita Poigai Piran Kavinger Porere Vayyat Adiyavargal Vara Arindhamil Nootrandadi Padi Vilangat Cheidan Parindu. Anathazhwan is highlighted in Mudal Thiruvandhadi by Poigaiazhwar. How Anathazhwan or Adiseshan is always with Perumal, whether he is standing, walking, sitting or lying down. So it goes as senRAl kuDaiyAm, irundhAl singgAsanamAm, ninRAl maravaDiyAm kaDaluL, enRum puNaiyAm aNiviLakkAm, pUmpaTTAm pulgum thirumARku aravu. This shows how Adiseshan or Anathazhwan is very close to Perumal and always with him. According to some Vyakhyanam or some of the elders, it is also said that Nityasuris, our ancestors who are performing Kainkaryam to Sriman Narayanan, are also eternally with him. Like wherever he goes, they are with him. pUmpaTTAm, either they are in his clothes or they are in his chest, they are always doing Kainkaryam. They are all Kainkaryaparas. We will now start our Divya Desa Yatra on Sayana Desams, where Alvar has spoken about Anathazhwan. So there are 8 types of Sayana Desams. There are Ashtavudha Sayana Desams. Bhujaga Sayanam, which is in Srirangam and Thiruvananthapuram or Thiruvandhadhi, Bhoga Sayanam in Chitrakutam or Chidambaram, Darbha Sayanam in Tirupulani, Manika Sayanam in Tirunelmalai, Tala Sayanam, ThirukkaDaluL, Mamallapuram, Uddana Sayanam in Thirukkurandai, Kumbakonam, Vattapatra Sayanam in Srivillipputtur, and Veera Sayanam in Thiruvallur or Thiruvul. We will go along with Alvar and have Perumal Darsanam in all the 8 or 9 Divyadesams with Perumal in Ashta Sayana Divyadesams. We will start with Srirangam, Bhuloka Vaikuntham, where Perumal is at Bhujaka Sayanam. We can see the Rangaranga Gopuram. Perumal is Moolavar. Ranganayaki Sameda Ranganathan or Periya Perumal, Azhigiya Manavalan in Kidanda Thirukolam, Bhujaka Sayanam. Tirumukha Mandalam is facing south. Utsavar is called Namperumal. Tayar is Ranganayaki Tayar. Perumal is Pratyaksham to Dharmavarma, Ravidharman, Chandran and Vibhishanan. It is called Bhuloka Vaikuntham, Srirangam near Trichy. Perumal in Srirangam is Sri Ranganayaki Sameda Ranganathan. That is a Moolavar. He is in Bhujaka Sayanam. As we said, the Utsavar is Namperumal. We can see the Sudarshanam and have Darshanam of Sudarshana Alvar. And the Chakratalvar in this temple is very big and huge and very powerful. And the Gopuram was recently completed by Arigasingar, Bhuloka Vaikuntham, Srirangam. Tirtham. There are several Tirthams or Pushkarni. The Srirangam itself is an island town on both sides covered by or where Kaveri runs. Kaveri river Mata runs. Chandra Pushkarani, Bilva Tirtham, Naval Tirtham, Arasa Tirtham, Punnai Tirtham, Magira Tirtham, Parasa Tirtham, Kadamba Tirtham and Ma Tirtham are several of the Tirthams of Srirangam. The Vimanam of Srirangam is the beautiful Pranavakriti Vimanam. Let us pay our obeisance to Perumal from the Vimanam. Srirangam, which is known as Bhuloka Vaikuntham, is the one that has a maximum number of Pasurams. 247 Pasurams out of the 4,000 Pasurams of Alvar's Mangala Sasram. All the Alvars have sung on this Perumal, excepting Madurakavi Alvar, who did not sing about any Perumal other and said that his Acharya, Namalvar, is his Bhagavan only. So, excepting him, all the Alvars have sung. There are a total of 247 Pasurams. From Srirangam, we now come to Thiruvananthapuram, where Perumal is again another Bhujagasainam, Anantapadmanabha Swami. This is a very beautiful temple in Kerala, and this temple, the Perumal, cannot be seen just by opening one door. There are 3 doors by which we have to see the Perumal. We have to see the Tirumudi through one opening, the middle part or the navel where Brahma is there by the second door, and the Tirumudi by the third door. Very beautiful Perumal in the Thiruvananthapuram, Anantapadmanabha Swami. The importance of this temple, or some more aspects of this temple, are Moolavar is Anantapadmanabhan, Perumal is in Kidanthirukkolam, Tirumukha Mandalam is facing east. Tayar is Srihari Lakshmi. Perumal is pratyaksham to Indra, Divakara Muni and Ekadasha Rudras. The Tirtham in this temple is Matsya Tirtham, Padma Tirtham and Varaha Tirtham. The Vimanam is the beautiful Hemakuta Vimanam. Mangalasasanam for this Perumal is exclusively by Nammalvar, 11 Pasurams, 10.2.1 to 10.2.11. From Thiruvananthapuram, we come to Chitrakutam, where we see Perumal in Bhogasainam. Chitrakutam is also known as Chidambaram, Pundarikavalli Sameda, Govindarajan Perumal. We see Perumal in SayanaThirukolam on Adiseshan, as told by Poigaiazhwar. And we see how this temple is very unique in the sense that both Natarajar and Perumal are in the same place. Very beautiful temple indeed. Perumal is, Moolavar is Govindarajan, Kidanthirukkolam Bhogasainam, Tirumukha Mandalam is facing east. Utsavar is Devadidevan, Chitrakuda Tullan. Lord Rama is seen in Vanavasakolam. Tayar is Pundarikavalli. Perumal is pratyaksham to Thillai Moovariyavar, Panini, Patanjali and Vyagpatra Maharishi. The Tirtham and Vimanam are Pundarika Pushkarani is the name of the Pushkarani, and the Vimanam is Satvega Vimanam. There are a total of 43 Pasurams on this Perumal by Thirumangaiyazhwar and Kulasekaralvar. Thirumangaiyazhwar in Periya Tirumozhi and Periya Thirumadal, and Kulasekaralvar in Perumal Tirumozhi sings about Perumal Govindarajan as Lord Rama. From Chidambaram, we now go to Ramanathapuram to see the third Sainam, Dharmasainam in Tirupurlani. Lord Rama is called Dharmasaina Ramar here. The Moola Perumal is Adi Jagannatha, and Lord Rama, it is said that after he did this Setubandhanam, he was resting here on a Darbha grass. So this is called Darbhasainam. Moolavar in this Kshetram in Tirupurlani is Kalyana Jagannathan. Chakravarti Thirumagan is a Darbhasaina Ramar. Ramar is in Kidanthirukkolam, Darbhasainam. Tirumukha Mandalam is facing east. Tayar is Kalyanavalli. Perumal is pratyaksham to Ashwatha Narayanan, Pullaranya Muni and Samudrarajan. This is on the sea coast of Ramanathapuram. The Tirtham for Tirupurlani is Hematirtham, Chakratirtham, Ratnakara Samudram. And the Vimanam is Kalyana Vimanam. Mangalasasanam for this Perumal is 21 Pasurams by Thirumangaiyazhwar in Periya Tirumozhi and Periya Thirumadal. From Ramanathapuram, we come very close to Chennai now. Manika Sainam is the next SayanaThirukolam we are going to see. This is in Thirunirmalai, Ranganathan Perumal. This temple is also very unique in the sense that Perumal is in Kidandan, irundhAl, ninRAl, nadandan. That is, Perumal is in lying posture, Kidandan, irundhAl, he is sitting, then he is standing, and he is walking. So there are 4 different actions of Perumal, all with Adiseshan in here, Anathazhwan here. The Tirtham in Thirunirmalai Perumal temple is Manikarnika Tatakam. It has the Chira Pushkarni, Karunya Pushkarni, Siddha Pushkarni and Swarna Pushkarni. The Vimanam is Toyagiri Vimanam. 2 of the Alvars, Thirumangaiyazhwar and Bhutathazhwar, have sung on this Perumal. Thirumangaiyazhwar in Periya Tirumozhi, Tirunedantadangam, Siriya Thirumadal and Periya Thirumadal, Bhutathazhwar in irundhAl Thiruvandhadi. After the Manika Sainam, we come to Thalasainam, Thirukkadal Mallai. All of us are very familiar with Mahabalipuram or Mamallapuram. There is a beautiful Perumal temple there, Thalasaina Perumal. Perumal is lying down just on the floor without anything. Beautiful Perumal on the sea coast again. Mulavar in this kshetram is Thalasaina Perumal. Utsavas Ulaguyya ninRAl. Perumal is in Kidanda Thirukolam. Thirumukha is facing east. Tayar is Nilamangai Tayar. Perumal is Pratyaksham to Pundarika Maharishi. Tirtham is Pundarika Pushkarani and Garuda Nadi. The Vimanam is Gaganakriti Vimanam or Anandanilai Vimanam. Mangala Sasanam, 27 Pasurams by Thirumangaiyazhwar in his Periya Tirumozhi, Tirunedantadangam, Thirukkurunthadangam, Siriya Thirumadal and Periya Thirumadal, and Bhutathazhwar in irundhAl Thiruvandhadi in 770. Now from Thalasainam we go to Uttanasainam, Thirukudandai, Kumbakonam, Sarangapani Perumal, Komalavalli Thayar Sameda, Sarangavani Perumal. Mulavar in this kshetram in Kumbakonam in Thirukudandai is Sarangapani Aravamudan Uttana Sai. Perumal is in Kidanda Thirukolam, Uttana Sainam. Tirumukha Mandalam facing east. Tayar is Komalavalli Tayar, Pratyaksham to Hema Maharishi. The uniqueness of this temple is the entry for Perumal Darshanam is different during the Uttarayanam and the Dakshinayam. There is an Uttarayana Vasal Dwaram and a Dakshinayana Vasal Dwaram. The Tirtham is Hema Tirtham, Patramaraikulam, Kaveri Nadi. Kumbakonam is on the banks of Kaveri Nadi and Arasalara Nadi. The Vimanam is Vaidaka Vimanam or Veda Vimanam. There are 51 Pasurams by various Alvars, Periyazhwar, Andal, Thirumangaiyazhwar, Thirumangaiyazhwar, Bhutathazhwar, Periyazhwar and Nammalvar on this Aravamudan. Arada Amudam, Aravamudan. After the Uttana Sainam in Thirukudandai, we now come to Srivilliputturu, the birthplace of 2 of the Alvars, Periyazhwar and his dear daughter Godanachiyar, who is none other than Bhumadevi. Vattapatra Sayanam. Srivilliputtooru is a place which is near Madurai. Vattapatra Sai Godanachar. Moreover, here is Vattapatra Sai or Rangamannar, as he is called. Kidandathirukolam, Vattapatra Sai. Tirumukha Mandalam is facing east. Tayar is Andal Godanachar. Perumal is Pratyaksham to Manduka Muni and Periyazhwar. The Tirtham in Srivilliputtooru is Tirumukkulam. It is a place where Andal Nachar had her bath every day. The Vimanam is Samchana Vimanam. Mangalasasanam is two Pasurams, one by Periyazhwar in his Periyazhwar Thirumari and Andal Nachar in Nachar Thirumari. Very beautiful Pasurams. After having darshanam of Perumal in the Divya Desamas, along with his inseparable Anathazhwan in the Kidandathirukolam, as told by Poigaiazhwar, senRAl kuDaiyAm irundhAl singgAsanamAm nadandal maravaDiyAm. So we take that Pasuram and we have seen how Perumal is lying down in various SayanaThirukolam Kshetrams. We will now sing the glories of Poigaiazhwar, as it is his Thirunakshatram today, both from Swami Vedanta's Prabandhasaram and Upadesharatnamala of Manavala Mamigal. Our sincere Dhanyosmi to Vijaya Raghavan Mami for having sung the Prabandhasaram Pasuram of Swami Vedanta Desikar for Poigaiazhwar.
அருள் மிகுத்த தொருவடிவாய் காட்சி தன்னல் ஐப்பசி மாதத் திருவோணத்து நாளில் பொருள் மிகுத்த மறைவிளங்கப் புவியோர் உய்ய பொய்கதனில் வந்துதித்த புனிதா முன்னாள் இருளதனில் தன்கோவல் இடைகளைச் சென்ன இருவருடன் நிற்கவும் மாரடை நெருக்க திருவிளக்காமென வையந்துகளினூரும் செழும்பொருளாய் எனக்கருள் செய்திருத நீயே.
Manavala Mamadigal in his Upadesharatnamala sings about Alvargal's glories and also their Thirunakshatram and where they were born. Alvargal Vazhi Arulichel Vazhi Tazhvadiyum Guraval Tham Vazhi Ezhparum Uyya Avargal Uraithavargal Tham Vazhi Seyyamarai Thannudane சேர்ந்து ஐப்பசியில் ஓணம் அவிட்டம் சதயம் வை ஒப்பில்லா நாள்கள் உலகத்தீர் எப்புவையும் பேசும் புகழ் பொய்கையார் பூதத்தார் பேயாழ்வார் தேசுடனே தோன்று சிறப்பால். He said these 3 days are unequaled because of the avatarika of the 3 Alvars, Poigaiazhwar, Bhudathalvar and Peyalvar in Aipasi, Thiruvonam, Avittam and Sadayam. Let us now conclude our Divya Yathra of Poigaiazhwar Thirunakshatram and having the darshanam of the Kidandathirukolam, as Alvar said about the importance of Anathazhwan or the inseparability of Anathazhwan and Perumal. Now we have understood that and we have had darshanam of some of the Divya Deshams. So now we will sing the last 2 Pasurams and pray to Poigaiazhwar and Bhagavan. Ulan kandai nannenje uttamanendrum ulan kandai உள்ளுவார் உள்ளத்து உளன் கண்டாய் வெள்ளத்தின் உள்ளானும் வேங்கடத்து மேயானும் உள்ளத்தின் உள்ளான் என்று ஓரடியும் சாடுதைத்த ஒன்மலர்ச் சேவடியும் ஈரடியும் காணலாம் என் நெஞ்சே ஓரடியில் தாயவனை கேசவனை தன்துழாய் மாலை சேர் Mayavane Manattavai. So he said, now let us keep this Mayavan or this Perumal in our mind, having understood that he is a Uttaman. Poigaiazhwar Thiruvadigale Sharanam. Adiyongal Dasoham Dhanyosmi for joining us in our Poigaiazhwar Thirunakshatram Aipasi Thiruvonam 2024 with Bhagavan's Anugraham and Acharya Anugraham and blessings of all elders. See you in our next Vaishnava Anubhavam. Thank you for joining us in our Vaishnava Anubhavam from Parthasarathi family. Please share with like-minded friends your Vaishnava Anubhavam on Brindhavan. Adiyongal Parthasarathi Srinivasan family. Dhanyosmi.